Okay, so today we finish this chapter. So let me get some notation. Okay, so in the following, so this is biostrategy. Here, and here we say Pn of Z is equal to minus Z over An plus minus Z squared over 2 squared minus get some N where An and Mn will be chosen later. So here, this one, it is let F or let F unitary function. Let An well, union some zeros, zeros, I hope clear what it means. So here I put all of these zeros which are different than zero, and here the zero. Then F can be written in a non-unique way. So Gianluca, welcome back. Thank you. And for the vector, okay, there are these bunch of things. And what's interesting, we have this product of 1 minus Z over N. Okay, we saw that this is much optimistic, and so we correct this with the N of Z, and everything else is the G of Z for some entire function G. And with the Mn properly chosen. Okay. So for the proof, we are already pretty much in the we have all the ingredients. So consider first the logarithm of for one of these vectors. Consider so what we have to prove basically is that so what we have to prove that product converges because if this product converges to a function having zeros at the n, and so we take f of that, we divide by that, we divide by that, and we find the function without zeros, and we solve that the function without zeros is the exponential of some function. So, immediately, fix for fix the number r equal to 0. I'm going to keep the notation I have here. And
so because the convergence is absolute.
So we will make it absolute question. So conversion will be absolute the uniform convection. Fix r bigger than 0 and so a number so that n is bigger than r, then even is bigger than r, because that's what I want. Yes, and then write. Okay, by Taylor extension. When I write the log, this is the principal value for n, and I add this polynomial, z. What I get is some remainder. How did I put it here? Some remainder that, and this remainder has all of the other terms, which is minus 1 over n plus 1 and n plus 1, then z over an plus 1 minus and so on and so on, so on bigger powers. So that
sorry, Nicola, we don't see the last line of the blackboard.
yeah.
Thank you. Perfect.
So this is the what is left of the Taylor series, which starts with this one and has other terms. So that let me yes. Okay. So that the modules of that it is less or equal then okay, this is the kind of the biggest term. I collect this one, and so that's the biggest term. 1 times that's over an and n equals 1, and everything else is our series. 1 which is a geometric series, so that's 1. One over 1 minus over n, and that's less or equal 1. We said that this was r. Oh, did they say that? Okay. So here that did they fix some vector R? No. Yes, they did fix. If the mod Z is less than R, that's less or equal than R over N times 1 minus 1 minus N. Okay. So when I okay, so this is the remainder. When I do the sum of all the remainders, so when I consider the sum for n greater than n of r of all the remainders here, I get the sum of these guys, which is sum over n of r over here sum over n of r over n 1 over 1 over 1 minus r over n. Okay. So what we want is this sum to be finite. And in order to do that, we want it to be finite for all possible choices of R. And this can be done choosing the right n. So this is finite. Finite. For proper and n. For instance, if I put an n equal to n squared, that's 1 over n squared, that's less or equal than 1, and I guess the n goes to infinity, so that goes on 0. Okay. So this goes to 1, sorry. This goes to 1 as n goes to infinity, because the modulus of n goes to infinity, we get sum of 1 over n squared, and that's less than 1. Okay. So the sum of all these remainders over there is finite, which means okay, so this was the remainder for that, which means that when I do sum and this is for all R, so that means that sum of log 1 minus that over a n plus even of that sim over n converges absolutely and the uniformly for that let's represent R, so uniformly and convex. Well, but that means the product. Because we saw that convergence of the logarithm is the same as convergence of the sum of the logarithms is the same as convergence of the products. And that. Absolutely, well, absolutely, because it's absolutely here. And the state uniform. That's. And I think this is the end of the proof. Okay. Well, okay, in the same spirit, okay, so this is a various factorization theorem, and in the same spirit, we have a theorem by Mr. Leffler, which is okay. First, but let me recall you what a meromorphic function is. So if omega is open, say for negative, but you see, then a function f is meromorphic. You know, in omega, f is meromorphic in omega minus a discrete set, some sequence n, where n is no conversion points. No, one in omega and f of z say is a pole f as a pole. And which means that the limit as that equals to a n over z minus a n times some power and that is equal to 0 some an n. And okay, once you have a meromorphic function, so typically a rational function is a meromorphic function. Oh man. Is meromorphic But of course, the greater, much greater is meromorphic. Let's say that meromorphic meromorphic. When there is a greater, much greater variety of meromorphic functions. But effect is that if F is meromorphic, and this is the characterization, in fact. If F is meromorphic in omega, the n is a pole, or in fact, if the n is a pole, then you can write F of Z as the principal part, which okay. It's the Laurent expansion is finite, and A is a pole, as a polynomial plus a hormonic function that is H. That with the H hormonic and Q and down, that's a polynomial that one down plus A minus something. And if AL is different than 0, I don't make this simple serious for people who have a problem. The market functions. So typically, the market function is, I mean, that's the statement. And that is given by A minus L, Z minus L, Z minus A, the N plus A minus one and one plus. Okay, that's for the residue. Z minus A plus, and then everything else is a horomorphic. A 0 plus the 1 minus A plus blah blah blah. So this part of the Laurent expansion has been noted by H of that, and this part is the polynomial to the variable 1 over Z minus A without a constant coefficient. Okay, so, and this is called the principal part. Okay, that's principal part of A. What is the problem? The problem is so the problem is given poles in distinct and given principal parts. Qn. Oops. N. Can we find the meromorphic function having exactly those poles in those principal parts. Can you find? Yeah. Marking, with such poles. And okay, either in the zero problem, so define it currently many poles. That's easy because it's simply I take the start of the principal parts. So if I have only capital N poles, I start with the principal part. And that's the normal function and this principal part. If you want, you can add some homeomorphic function because after if I take this minus this, then I have removable singularities that are that, and what is left is homeomorphic. So all solutions are this sort of way. This is a paradigm. It's also problem. So the theorem is that if you consider infinitely many poles, we get the same problem we had before. Because the finite sum becomes an infinite sum, and the problem is that this infinite sum might not converge. Why should it converge in fact? And so we have to correct this. And to correct this, so we use a Taylor extension. And the ideal conclusion is detained. And the answer to the problem positive, and it is a theorem which says that there exists. By the way, it is positive for omega, that we have here, but to do it for a general open set omega, we need Runge's theorem, which we are not going to do. So we do it only in C. So we make it. C. Okay, so one wants to be the same here on the Lefferts theorem, Runge's theorem in omega. So there are so even our data are given a N and principal parts. And 1 over n, but it's a polynomial. There exists polynomial polynomials and that so that the sum so that when you consider sum over n of q n 1 that minus n here it is with a plot with minus n that converges uniformly on that. Well, C optimistic because this is there is false, it's better C minus false. Well, and the first solution we can let the problem have the form problem have the form. And that is that thing and one and plus minus. Then plus a some remark. Think some interval. Okay, so in order to prove this, essentially we only need to prove. I mean, once we prove that there exist polynomials, even entire functions, we look for simplest possible. Once we find polynomials of the variable set, so that this converges uniformly on convex sets, well, but for the poles, it converges to a meromorphic function having intersection these principal parts. Because this is a meromorphic function having these principal parts. If it converges. Suppose that this is here there is a pole of degree 3. I multiply it times z minus an, this n to the power 3. Since it is converted, I can multiply inside that I let z to an is equals to 0 and this equals to coefficient. And if I multiply times z minus an to the 4, that's 0. Okay. How do we prove? We make a Taylor expansion. Okay, the bad thing is that you will find on my notes that what we call an here therefore bn. Okay. So what we need is a lemma but wait, this for these hours for these things can be everything defined on R. Okay, so there is this lemma. This is like definition. It says that suppose F is a harmonic in some omega. A is a point in omega, and then I write, okay, this is a lemma about the Taylor polynomials, not Taylor series, Taylor polynomials. And then I write f of z, f of a, plus prime of a, that prime of a over 1, blah, 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 and then I get how many derivatives m1 of a, n minus 1 further. Here I expect to have some that minus a n minus 1 plus. Okay, then there is a remainder, and this remainder will be that minus a to the n times something, and that something I call f n z. Okay, where f n z, of course, is a homomorphism, near a. Good. Okay, then the thing is that this remainder term I can get by an integral formula. Then suppose that we have let me do the picture. So here there is the point A. Then we consider a circle around A. That defines WR, and I think defines Z inside. So if
what is the letter?
hmm?
Sorry, what is the letter? Well, then if, and then you have a point on top of the circle.
Oh, W.
W.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so in C is a circle with center. Well, first let me write the formula. Fn Z is 1 over 2 pi I integral over the circle of f of W over don't remember where to put the n, W minus a to the n times z minus W minus z. So C is a circle, center A in omega, and the Z is then, okay, then the magic formula is this one. Okay, so the remainder term can be computed by a kind of Cauchy integral. Let's think.
Well, this is for Z inside the disk.
What?
For Z inside this disk.
That's for Z inside the disk. Yeah. Okay, and why do we like Cauchy type formulas? For many reasons. One of them is that we get estimates, because if we have an estimate on the modulus of this, well, we can easily get estimates on that, and so we get estimates on that. So that's basically the border of this line. And we care about estimates on the remainder term, because here we get a function, and this will be the Taylor expansion of this function, and this is the remainder, and we need an estimate for this remainder. That's okay. Let's play. So Maybe we start the proof, then we take a break. So, how do we do this? Um, right. So first, we start from Cauchy formula, of course. So we have the Fn of Z is 1 over 2 by I. So there of Fn of W over W Z. That's Cauchy formula. And it's Cauchy. And then we substitute, well, at n of z, we know what it is. If n of z is f of w, because this is computed as w, minus, and then we get rid of these terms, f of a, plus, and f of a, w minus a, blah, 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 up to f and 1 of a w minus a power and minus 1. Everything and over this section here, which is w minus a n times, well, and then with this w there. And there. Okay. So what we need to show, so the dilemma follows if we show that the integral of 1 over that, of this over that, this over that, this over that is 0. So the dilemma follows if we show that 0 is the integral, because then we are left beyond care about 1 over 2 pi or whatever, right? Pi of the integral of w over, and here we get w minus a to the n minus n times z for n minus 1. Or you could so let's say, let me change this. From 1 to n. Okay. And the proof, well, and we use the residue theorem. So we compute the residues. So the right hand side here it is the sum of the residues. So let's call this function g. G w is 1 over w minus a and Z. So it will be residue W Z plus the residue W A and the residue of G W at W equal to Z. So, okay. It is let's say it's the limit as W Z W and Z times that thing times 1 over W Z W and so it's that thing. It's 1 over Z minus A n. So we have to compute the other one. And for the other one, let me draw a picture.
No, the index is L. Right? No,
The index is n and what index is n?
it's- yes.
Okay, so we have to compute the other residue, possibly without computing the bunch of derivatives. Okay, right. Let's suppose the W, Z, and A are repeated. The function is a function of W, but I want to compute the residue at A. So when I compute the residue of the function at A, I'm not considering W here, I'm considering W here. Okay. So so this is okay. This is C, and this is A. This is delta. But when I want to compute the residue, when I compute, I want to compute the residue. I want to at A. I want to think of W as very close to A. So let me now write what is G of the W. G of W. So for W close A. That's because we want to compute the residue at A. A, well, G of W is G of W, it's 1 over Z. Okay. Now, what is the problem? I guess the problem is this one. So I write it as W minus A minus Z times A. That. Now, what is bigger between these two guys? What is bigger is this one, right? So it's better if I write what is bigger than this one, so I collect this one. So I collect 1 over minus 1 over 7/8. So that what is left here is 1 times 1 down mistake. And now probably you have guessed. Probably guess what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that we are okay, that's that. And so minus 1 over 8. And then here we get some geometric series. So we get some because we get the geometric series. So we get sum for n 0 to infinity of minus a to n minus L, because there is an L over there, over the minus a. Now, we only care about the term when n minus L equal to minus 1, theoretically, which means that L equal to 1. So, this becomes minus 1 over minus 8 times, okay, when L is n plus 1, or when n is equal to n is equal to L minus 1, this is L minus 1 times 1 over 8 plus other terms. Okay, the thing is that this is determination in the residue. For the residue of the down, okay. Minus 1 over 8. And let's compare with the residue. Cross the fingers, there was plus 1, which is 0. So if there is no objection, we take a break. 10 minutes.
Nicola, sorry, what is the geometrical meaning of this lemma? It has a meaning.
So on the spot, I don't see really a geometric meaning. I only see the fact that, I mean, what I see is that, you know, from the boundary values of f, by means of integration, you can get all of the information on f inside. So you can reconstruct f, the derivatives of f, these are Cauchy formulas. And this lemma says that you can not just reconstruct the derivatives, but also reconstruct the remainder term of Taylor formula.
Ok, thank you.
I don't know how to make it geometric. I don't know how to make it geometric. It's not what to say. It is a sign of ellipticity, that if you know something on boundary, you know everything.
Okay.
That's that. It's a good question, though. If someone comes up with a reasonable geometric interpretation, let us know.